Let me now bring on board V. Balakrishnan. He represents Infosys Technologies and is a member of Infosys board. Bala, good to have you back on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. Bala, this is clearly a blessing in disguise for IT companies.
Well, it's good and bad. I mean, the rupee has depreciated very sharply. In fact, in the last 4 months, it depreciated almost by 8%, when the dollar index had appreciated by around 3.5%. And rupee has seen lifetime high. It's going to be a larger problem for the country because it could increase the inflation and it could restrict the ability of Reserve Bank of India to cut interest rates. And that happens when the economic growth is at 5%. It's a larger issue for the country.
Bala, at what level has Infi hedged the dollar or the rupee rather?
No, we hedge from time to time and we mark to market. But rupee depreciation has been quite sharp. I mean, this kind of volatility is not good because 8% movement in the last 4 months is too big a change for anybody to handle, even if you have a good hedging program.
Would you rethink now on your hedging policy, given the kind of volatility and the weakness that we've seen? It's already 57.62 now.
No, I think already all the exporters stopped hedging because when the rupee is going in only one direction and you see such sharp movements, the exporter actually stopped selling. And one of the things RBI could do is maybe force the exporters to sell. Otherwise, there's no liquidity and it's only a one-way curve.
Bala, if my numbers are right, my understanding is that a 1% depreciation in rupee will benefit IT companies on an average by about 50 bips when it comes to their OPM, operating profit margins. Is that true?
Yeah, every 1% change will have around 30-40 basis points impact on the operating margin, either way.
Rupee has cracked by about 5% only in this quarter. Can I safely assume that margins for Infosys will expand by about 1.5 to 2%?
No, well, there is also a factor of all the cross-currency movements. Okay. Because even the cross-currencies are moving quite wonky. So like, for example, Australian dollar, it has depreciated a lot in the last few months. And even the Japanese yen has moved both ways. So it is a function of how your hedging program works, how the cross-currency moves, and also a factor of rupee. So we have to see the net impact. We have 1 more month to go.
Bala, how does a big client typically react in a scenario like this? Do they revisit IT companies and do they ask for renewed negotiations? Because 5%, I'm sure no buyer would like to leave on the table.
No, I don't think clients worry about currency. They only look at what value add and what is their cost of ownership. Currency is something we have to manage. Because we have seen the rupee appreciating below 40 also at some point of time. That time no client came and gave us a price increase. So clients don't worry about it. They only worry about what value they get at what price.
Bala, we understand that Daimler is looking to cut IT spending by a good 150 million euros each year. Is that true?
I don't know. I can't talk about any specific class.
Bala, what will happen to your IT business at a situation where rupee is weak? Does that get impacted at all?
Which business?
The Indian business, the Indian IT business.
No, India is a different market altogether because most of the work we do in India today is with the government. And the rupee has no impact on the Indian market side. So.
But in general, can I safely assume that a weak rupee will only benefit IT company? I mean, yes, for the country it's bad news, but this is a blessing in disguise for Infosys.
So technically, a weak rupee will benefit all exporters, including IT companies. But there are also other factors like the what level of hedging you have done and how the cross currencies move. So all of that will also have an impact. So we have to see the net impact. We have 1 more month to go. Let's see.